They still have kind of jungle-powered mid-jungle synergy, like Olaf Karma. Rek'Sai is still kind of similar, but yeah, the other side they have Syndra and Lee Sin, and I don't think Rek'Sai can just tank the one-shot combo by Syndra and Lee Sin. And yeah, I mean, it seems like JDG has like better balanced combo, because I feel like FPX needs some more time compared to JDG. But I think it's similar. Just talking about it, because of mid picks, I feel really comfortable on Syndra more than Karma. But it's Doinb, so I would say just 50-50 ban picks finally,
yeah.
I guess. It's just so hard about it.
Right down the middle.
Yeah, it's just right down the middle. So really depends on the players, but especially I think it's mid lane.
Yeah,
mid jungle fight.
It has, you know,
mid jungle skirmishes.
It's come down to that very often, especially between these two teams. I feel like I'm a little bit biased towards JDG's comp.
Yeah.
Just with the champions that they're playing, I think, you know, obviously if you look at LWX sometimes Aphelios, it could absolutely pop off. But we'll have to see what happens here as we do hop in on the rift for game number 3. And off we do go. Back here once again. You've casted a lot of League of Legends in the last 2 days. How are you holding up? In your second language, by the way.
I'm trying my best.
Yeah.
You know? And yeah, especially when it comes to commentating with second language. Slowly my brain is melting because I'm thinking in Korean and translating in my brain.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like a computer that's overheating.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to restart and reboot.
Yeah.
But I can't because I'm working right now, you know? So I'm trying my best, but anyways, these games are fun, so that's why I can stand up for.
Yeah. If it was, you know, if we had like 45-minute snooze fests, that would like just
no
be
kills.
Harder. I mean, that would be so much harder for you.
Yeah.
But at least we're having some action here as JDG will not go down without an invade. They are taking your red. But FPX are just going to respond in kind by moving in to the blue side jungle, taking that red buff away. And so they will go vertical jungling.
Yeah. And also, yeah, I feel like if I'm playing this game, then I would definitely just be on the JDG side more, because yeah, I already mentioned if I'm playing blind pick, I'm picking Syndra for mid lane, because especially when you watched last day's games, Syndra considered as like tier 1 pick, and just everyone just blind picked. And especially Yagao, he played so good on Syndra. He was just pushing lane all the time, just TPing and getting some kills for the team, and disengaging with his tools, even though like enemy teams are flashing in, it doesn't matter for him. Like, he was making so many different situations for like make it good for him and good for his team. So I feel really comfortable on JDG's side, but at the same time, it's like promise comp. It's already like feels so good on the FPX side as well, because you have Aphelios and Ornn.
Yeah.
Which is actually SK really likes it.
Yeah. And they have Thresh, which is a really fantastic support for the Aphelios. You can keep him very safe. You can get him out of bad situations with your Lantern.
Yep.
And you can also set up plays that actually synergize really well with the kit that Aphelios does have. So feels like definitely, you know, top 1 or 2 supports for that 80 carry. As they spot the Lee Sin. It's not going to amount to too much.
And yeah, I mean, my only worry from JDG is Leona from LvMao, because I don't think you can be that impactful against enemy AD carry when enemy AD carry has queens. And yeah, especially he's playing against Aphelios, right? Who has Conqueror. So maybe he can just stack up Conqueror with Leona, but let's see the top fight first.
Okay, they're just gonna spot him here with the Tremor Sense. Smite comes down, Kanavi able to get out of there with the ward, but Doinb coming on over. The Q misses. It's not really gonna matter too much.
Okay.
As down on the bottom side, the Cleanse and the Flash are both blown. They're trying to lock down Crisp here, as he will be going down. First blood is gonna be given over to the Ezreal in the bottom lane. We're gonna have to take a look at the replay and see exactly how that even started, because all the summoners are gone.
They are just giving me an answer. Leona was right. I don't care if I'm playing against Thresh. So this is the mindset that if you are good Leona.
If you're LvMao.
Leona. Leona. So how do you pronounce it? Like properly? Leona?
Leona, yeah. But I think
I'm not
Leona is also, it's not incorrect.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, Chris was not in position to kill his AD carry, and that was mispositioning by LWX as well. And yeah, it's already great news for JDG because they kind of short the time that the timeline that they needed for the late game power spike for Ezreal. So it's already great. But still, FPX some chances because they have great teamfight comp, and LCK would love to play this comp as well.
Looking for Crisp here, he doesn't have his flash, so if they can land. Okay, they're gonna get it, but the flag comes in. Kanavi also in position, but Tian's here. The 2-on-2 does engage. And now with TP coming in, they're trying to turn this one around, but look at this, FPX coming around the bend as JDG may have just gone a little bit too deep. The Q is not gonna land from the Syndra. That is 3 kills gone and fed to the side of FPX, who capitalized on the mistake.
They were just hyping too much about their early game leads, and they just went to enemy jungle against nearly 4 men.
Yeah.
I mean, Zoom is having a fun time on the top side. Yeah, I mean, this is the reason why Thresh is considered as Leona's counter. He didn't get one shot, and that was great reaction by Crisp as well. And that was even TP by Yagao, and he used both sums at the timing. And yeah, I mean, it's great comeback by FunPlus Phoenix. And at the same time, they just kind of throw up the early leads right now. So I don't think they can just snowball with those kind of early first blood in the lane. It doesn't matter anymore. It's maybe even opposite right now. FPX is just slowly controlling the map. I think after the at least BF sold on LWX, they can just snowball really easy through their bot lane. But right now, he has no items, so nothing is happening.
Yeah, just gonna sit back. I feel like that play overall benefited Doinb the most. I mean, he picks up 3 stacks on his Dark Seal. He's got a couple of fairy charms. You know, he's just going to be able to be so solid now in the mid lane with a kill and an assist. The bottom lane's still going to be pretty good here for LvMao LokeN.
Yeah.
As you can see, the True Shot Barrage was really just right on point there, and now we even have a rotation. But it is on Vision. Blasting Plants is going to not get them there on time. Now we have more rotations.
Yagao has no flash, by the way. No sums, no cleans.
Oh, he might just be dead here. He is way too far forward. He's going to try to burst back on an LWX, but he is just baiting his team as well. Down goes LvMao as they left the bottom lane. You don't have vision, but you got to know that they're there, right? And they have vision of you, and you have no flash.
no flash and no cleans. I thought Syndra has cleans, by the way. Like, his positioning was definitely willing to fight there. And he had no sums.
That was a strange decision, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, this is the reason why the condition is so important when it comes to BO5 and those kind of schedules. And I mean, they did really well on the game 1, and maybe the caffeine is not kicking in anymore.
They're crashing.
Yeah. And that was great hook by Chris as well.
Yeah. Not even sure that he had to stopwatch there. The second they kill Yagao, it's like, okay, fight's over. And, I mean, it was 2v4 before they could even get there. You're going up against Thresh. He can go over the wall with his 80 carry. It's almost like they didn't factor in what they were playing against and what they had at that time. So, it may just be a condition thing, as you were mentioning, because just like that, a couple of massive mistakes from JDG means that FPX are in total control of this game. Now they're going to pick up the Rift Heralds and potentially look to push it down top lane because the 80 carry has swapped up to the top side. Here they come.
Yeah. I mean, those mistakes were not happening when we watched the JDG's game, right? And yeah, I mean, for sure, that's the it can be the reason why JDGs just keep making those kind of crucial mistakes, like didn't check the TP, didn't check the summoners that we have, and didn't check the steps that we have to check. And those kind of things are same. Thresh can definitely just run into you and lantern Rek'Sai, you know, but when you are not 100% conditioned, your brain is kind of slow. This is what's happening in my brain too, you know?
Yeah.
So I can understand. Oh, those kind of mistakes,
what is going
you know?
on? What is going on?
Definitely. They are sleeping and I'm sleeping, so we are friends.
Even Zoom, like, just put the Cannon Barrage down. Just make the safe play. I don't understand, like, the risks that they're taking as a team. You know, I feel like so many members on the side of JDG now are guilty of it. Not just not just Yagao, not just LvMao, now Zoom. You know, he was forced to flash up in the top side and then he Cannon Barrages. It's like, just put it down. There's 3 members up there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Maybe they kind of ruined their caffeine routine. You know about it?
Or maybe they're mental.
Yeah, I mean, I learned it when I was in G2.
Yeah.
About the caffeine routine.
What's the caffeine routine?
If you take a decent amount, I mean, just right amount of caffeine, then it's gonna kick in 30 minutes, and after 30 minutes, you're gonna get the highest focus moment, and after that, it's gonna get like slowly going down, you know?
Yeah.
So if you can keep that, like keep it every day, then it's gonna help you to focus more than normal. And yeah, I mean maybe they got too much of caffeine or kind of ruined about their routine. I mean, obviously, those kind of mistakes are just from not focusing on the game, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's mistakes that we wouldn't expect, you know.
Yeah, I mean they didn't make those mistakes yesterday, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. So now Yagao, he does have flash this time, but he says, "I'm Syndra." Shuts that idea down.
Yeah, Yagao is always really good on like disengaging with Syndra's skills. Like he's always really calm. Normally when you're playing a mobile champion, then you hear Ornn's ulti, then you get panicked.
Yeah.
But he's like just chilling and yeah, I'm fine, I'm Syndra, as you mentioned.
Looking pretty engaged here on LvMao.
Okay.
He's not able to proc his aftershock, he just runs into them.
Yeah, I mean he used it before, so
yeah. And he had flash, by the way. Could have flashed away from that one, but he decided, nope, just take me with you.
Okay.
We're gonna try to flash ult Crisp.
Yagao?
And there you go, he's dead. I mean, there's really not much to say here on it. I don't know how to. There's no caster magic that I can cast to pretend and you know, say something
Good
like,
about
oh, this is okay. I didn't learn that caster spell yet.
Yeah, I mean, also you can feel it, you know, when you're casting, you can hear from the Korean casters, right? I just heard it a lot yesterday. I was like doing commentary thingy yesterday too, right? And
yeah.
Like when BDD and Chobi makes good plays, like they were screaming BDD and Chobi, but today they're just really quiet because these plays are not like FPX is playing good. It's more like JDG is not focusing at all.
Yeah, JDG got the early lead, and then they're like, no, you can have it, actually. You take the win. I mean, what? It's not even like he's Luden Syndra or something. Even with Ludens, that wouldn't have been a kill. But like...
even without the Karma shield, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be killed. And yeah, everything is just like... I think FPX is also kind of confusing, I would say. Because they're literally running it down. I have nothing to say.
Not much else to say.
Yeah.
They're really going to have to turn this around. I mean, you look at the gold, you look at the current game state. Yes, I mean, Ezreal still has 1 kill. He's got a lot of farm, right? This is a much closer game than games 1 and 2. So, again, we're going to be shocked by the mistakes that are being made here by JDG, but the game's not over. I mean, it's not like FPX got massive objectives or giant leads from the mistakes that are being made. It's mostly just a couple kills here and there. You know, you can see that they are ahead on the Drakes, but it's a Cloud Soul. And there still is an opportunity for JDG to come back from this one, but they really need to
refocus and get some more campaigns. But anyways, like the good thing is few players are still keep focusing on the game, right? I think LokeN is still really into this game and he didn't die yet. And even in like game 2 and game 1, he was really focused, and even though like he was playing Sivir, it was not the like best performance that we could see it from LokeN, but he was still doing something and clearing the wave like massive monster. And right now he's doing the same, like clearing the waves, but this time around it's Ezreal, and he's getting a lot of farms, freely poking. And I think maybe he can save the day for JDG today.
Yeah. Obviously, the Syndra is going to be quite far behind, but she picks up the GLP, and so she has a lot of utility, a lot of pick, right? She can slow people down, get a stun down, and, well, she doesn't have flash this time and no E, so she's dead again.
Okay.
Not sure why LvMao is throwing out his ult there. There was no saving him. Not at all, and there was no re-engage coming from the teammates, so maybe just a little bit of a, again, a little tilt, a little non-focus coming out from these two players specifically, as we have been seeing that in this game.
Okay, so I think in a good way, I guess FPX is just forcing them to making some mistakes, you know, and they are doing literally just right job, and Khan is moving down and Yagao is overstepping, so he's using Ornn ulti. The chain CC is real, nothing is missing. Everyone is at the right moment, right place. Just everything is just going great. Like it seems like they are on the form now after the game 1. You know? Yeah,
for sure. That's another thing we talked about, you know, how FPX kind of came out slow and maybe, you know, that one day off actually hurt them, whereas JDG looked, you know, ready to go. And we talked a lot about caffeine routines as well, but they have woken up, right? We're starting earlier than normal here today because we have 2 best-of-5s to go for today, so we got to fit it all in. By the way, Shinji versus Top Esports later on tonight after this best-of-5. Don't miss it. But it does look like FPX have certainly woken up.
Yeah. We talked about the JDG's caffeine routine, right?
Yeah.
And we didn't talk about the FPX's caffeine.
Yeah, exactly.
I think they took the caffeine during the game 1. That's why it kicked off from game 2.
You remember I said that Doinb got his coffee in between games 1 and 2.
Yeah!
It's kicking in.
It's kicking in, man.
He's carrying on the karma.
Then they definitely need to end the game.
Speaking of which, that Moonlight Vigil didn't look like it landed there.
Oh.
Actually, okay. Nice little kick is going to go for the disengage. And finally, it looks like JDG were able to stand up for themselves for the first time this game. We have the Cloud Drake coming up here, and Yagao is once again dangerously on the edge of trying to get in there, but it looks like he might just give that one away. As Zoom is another guy who's kind of stuck in solo queue. He's like, well, I mean, I can't really say that because he did go for the weird play earlier on. As Hook is going to come in here once again. This time there is a stopwatch. Is it going to matter? The answer is no, as Yagao, okay, he's going to land his own stun. Answer few will miss. Oh, that's 3 guys. Going to get the 1 into the flash, but he is GP, so kind of the unfortunate player. Champion you were looking for. Double stun, actually, by Yagao. Max range, but the knock-up here from the Ornn as Khan is going to bait that Syndra ultimate. Flashing in now as LWX. He's looking for the kills, but...
It's so spicy.
Yeah. Man, this is LPL action for you guys. It just it never seems to end. And at the end of the day, nobody actually died. Well, the Leona died.
That was actually so intense fights. Like I thought I was watching WWE or something.
Yeah.
Like
SmackDown.
that. It's already like all scripted, you know. No one dies, but it's already set it up, you know, for the best moment and best scenes, you know.
Yeah.
Like everyone played it almost perfect, and like dodging some skill shots, but at the end no one died. So that's why like I was feeling like I'm watching a movie or something.
That was really smart from Zoom, by the way. He waited until the hook lands.
Yeah, exactly.
Amongst all of the pressure of, you know, Ornn ultimates, damage coming out, then he used the oranges. And at the end of the day, yes, FPX will pick up that Cloud Drake, and they will be feeling pretty good about the team fight win. But the gold defense, Cloud Soul, it's going to be pretty good for the Ornn, I would say, and for getting the Rek'Sai in position.
Yeah.
And in their engage potential, sure. You know, the Thresh is going to be running at you a million miles an hour. But still going up against Zoom's GP. You're still going up against LokeN, who's had a pretty nice early game. And I think it is going to be, it's going to come down to JDG trying to stop LWX from doing damage. They're going to try to have to kill that one main carry and see if they can actually pull it off. But in LPL fashion, we're just going for the Baron. They have the damage to go for it, absolutely. It looks like JDG have been tipped off.
Khan is ready to turn, and this looks good.
Yeah, they're looking for LvMao here. No flash. They should be able to pick up the support. LvMao will go down. Nice stun coming out here. And we return to the Baron. So, ults are down. Well, just the one ult from Khan. JDG not going to give up here 4v5. Considering getting on in there.
But Ezreal has no mana, by the way.
Okay, that's going to be a nice amount of burst damage onto the front line. Here's Kanavi getting into the back. He's going to find LvMX, and the angle is perfect! As they had the vision of the 80 carry, no flash on LWX. And they just might give this one away. It's going to be up to Tian to try to get in there and steal it. The damage is coming in. They want to get the burst. Do they have it? It's going to go to Syndra, of all people. The Q comes in, and JDG are still in the game as Crisp is going to go down. Kanavi considering taking the Q, but he's not going to take that risk. And JDG have bought themselves a chance in this game.
Holy moly. This is why you watch LPL.
Oh yeah, man. It's
you
awesome.
Still don't know till the end. I mean, they just got Leona for free again. So it feels like LvMao is just having fun time. But after that, I thought there was no chance because Ezreal has no mana. He was like out of mana at this timing because of the wave clear. But the way how Zoom kind of, oh man.
It's the knockup,
Baron Nashor,
and then Kanavi. Oh man.
Oh man. Nashor helped them.
Yeah, assist goes to Mrs. Nashor. Or I guess she's a It's a Baron. It's a melee. Never mind.
Okay,
but
anyways.
yeah, take a look at the damage here. 797 is the last one I saw.
Fight
Yagao,
again. No flash.
no flash, but they can't quite engage as Kanavi is in the front line. They don't have the damage to take down Khan. But it looks like Kanavi was really trying to help save his teammates. And again, this is against Baron, so you see they were really trying to make it happen. Look at LokeN now, just frontlining. Stun is going to come down and forces the cleanse out of LWX here right before the Cloud Drake fight.
It's all about Syndra and Ezreal at this point. And actually FunPlus Phoenix has only Aphelios, but this time around they couldn't reach the Syndra, but yeah, they got Kanavi. That was great cancel by Crave 2. So yeah, this can be potential Drake Soul for FunPlus Phoenix.
Yeah, let's see how aggressive JDG want to fight this Cloud Soul. It's always the question. We all know it's the least valuable of the Drakes, but they're going in there. I mean, it is LPL, so we're fighting regardless of souls or objectives or anything like that.
They still have Nashor, so it's really easy to get the mid prio first, though.
Yeah, that they do. They're going to push in. It's a nice amount of wave clear, though, from the side of the Aphelios, but the damage on the side of JDG is still quite good. And as long as LvMao or Yagao don't get picked off in the beginning, the 5v5 is not looking so bad here for JDG.
Yeah, I mean, JDG should really thankful that LokeN didn't die yet. You know?
Yeah.
That is actually huge pressure for FPX at this point, because I don't think they can ever reach to Ezreal with those comps, you know?
Yeah, no, it's pretty much impossible. If LokeN's playing, you know, a somewhat balanced style. If he's arcane shifting in and then he gets caught because of a mistake or something, being too aggressive, then maybe. But if they play just like a balanced mid-range in terms of distance, Syndra and Ezreal kind of stick together and get some help peeling from guys like Lee Sin, Leona, then there is definitely a way that they can play this comp quite well.
Yeah.
Now, Doinb is really scary. He has 16 stacks on his Madais. He's 3-0 and 7. And he has, I think, 3.5 items. So, I mean, this guy he's going to be giving gigantic shields.
And damage too, by the way.
Yeah, and damage. He's going to be chunking people, especially guys like Syndra.
Okay. Ornn just upgraded LW access item. So
There you go.
he has upgraded Infinity Edge. It might change the game meta at this point, because it's actually huge for the AD carries. And I think it's already set it up to just deal the damage freely, because you have cleans with yourself, and you have Thresh's Lantern, and you have Ornn's ulti to engage, and you have shield from Karma, who is so fast.
Yeah.
So I think LWX is like, this is timing for him to show something, prove himself that he's a great player.
Yeah.
Just pop off, man.
He's certainly not going to be... None of that damage is really going to stick. As LokeN... Oh, the predict! As he is going to get the flash away from the Ezreal. But again, it is Ezreal. So you're going to have a very difficult time of locking down this champion. As we have a little bit of ARAM here.
Ornn has no ulti, so it's pretty hard to engage at this point. Only Thresh is hoop. Oh!
Yagao frontlining here on top of an Ornn pillar. He's going to flash away.
Oh,
Cannon Barrage did a really nice job of zoning.
Oh.
This game is so close, actually. It really does feel like both sides have big options and ways to win this game.
Yeah, for
which
sure.
I really like.
I mean, in fact, it felt a little bit comfort for JDG side because LokeN had 3 cores already finished. Even though he has upgraded IE, has defense ready, so it was fine. But look, I mean, it was kind of end moment again, but at the same time he didn't die yet. But I think the point that he lost his flash in this time, it will matter when it comes to the next Drake fight.
And stopwatch.
Yeah, true.
Is he going to go Zhonya's next?
I think so, because he has no escape tool. I think it's very necessary, especially in this game. I mean, yeah, he's fine. He is CC bot for his AD carry.
Looks like he might go Banshees instead at this point.
And eventually, Zoom's GP is fed too.
Don't forget about him. He's, you know, he's kind of just been side laning and farming.
Yeah, he was farming for like 25 minutes.
Yeah. It's kind of Barrages have been doing work, but he is one beefy pirate right now. And he doesn't really take that much damage either. He's actually surprisingly healthy.
Yeah. And I think there is a lot of pressure on Khan and Crisp at this point, because if they miss their skill shots, especially Ornn's ulti, then there's no way they can engage on them. It's so important to just pull the trigger at the right moment when you're playing against Ezreal, Syndra. Khan is slowly moving forward.
Looking for the angle here. Khan in the front line. He is the bouncer right now to the club that is the Cloud Drake pit. That True Shot Barrage really didn't do much. Now the Ornn ultimate is going to come back here, and it is going to be secured. The cannon barrage onto everyone, but Kanavi incredibly low. Do they have the damage? The front to back here from LWX is way too much. And JDG say, we don't really want to fight this, as Zoom just runs away from Tian at the same time. Some pings onto Baron Nashor. Very low health bars on the side of JDG, so they might just have to back away.
Yeah, I mean, in one timing, I think I saw LWX had like almost 4k like health bar because of the Karma shield. So I think this is kind of disgusting at this point, and he has QSS too. Probably PD finished at this point too. That was great. Kinda disengaged for the to secure this Drake, and Zekis is already it was already ready from Crisp 2. So frontline.
See that barrel in the back?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that he connected those barrels. I only saw Tian get hit in the front, but after that happened, they were like, oh boy, we gotta back away. And yeah, it was really just the Ornn ultimate that divided LokeN and Yagao from the rest of their team, and so there was no real damage output in the match. As, okay, we're just gonna do the Baron here. Say JDG, FPX saying no.
Yagao still has no flash, by the way.
He is playing pretty far back, but they want to get that damage down. Nice timing on the Ornn ultimate. That's 3 knocked up here. The oranges are going to be used, but look at that burst damage from the cannon barrage and the barrels coming out here. Zoom is the real carry right now of this JDG team.
That is true. But still, LWX is full HP. He's going to filled up with 1.5k shields. And they have Cloud Drake as well, so it will be really easy to kite down. And Karma's shield is... I just want to see his Mantra's cooldown, because I thought, yeah, I think it's on like 12 seconds or something, and it would be way shorter when you are auto-attacking enemy or like hitting some skills.
Yeah.
It's gonna be perma 1.5k shield on Aphelios. It sounds really disgusting, and look at him, he's not even building Bloodthirster. Normally you go like healing items after those crit items, but he doesn't care anymore.
Yeah.
Because he has Karma, so he's looking for the damage.
He's the tankiest member in the game.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah. It's pretty gross. And you can see that Doinb hasn't really been going super aggressive or anything like that. He always is in a position to not get clawed out.
Uh-oh.
He wants to keep those stacks.
No flash.
LvMao is in a bit of trouble, but he could have just baited them in. As Tian is going to back away. Ornn ultimate kind of wasted here. Does like a minuscule amount of damage on the backside, but not quite going to do much. As, here we go again, LPL loves their Baron tries, and this one might just work. As, although TP is going to be coming in here.
This is great weapons for the fight.
Turrets down, they're looking for Tian, he's all alone. He's going to get over the wall though. Oh man. These games are crazy.
Yeah.
The LPL casters are probably watching me like, oh, you just... Valdez, you're such a noob at casting LPL teams. You gotta know that these guys just keep fighting over and over. I'm
having fun though.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah,
Really
I'm just chilling, like, and this is the game that we wanted so badly, like those high quality games, and like everyone is just not making mistakes anymore. I mean, they made the mistakes so many times in the early game, but I do believe they are waking up, and JDG is so scary. Like, even though they're losing 8 kills to enemy, but it looks like they still want to fight for the control. They still want to fight for the vision control. It feels so intense, and I think both teams are fine with the going into the late game as well.
Well, we are certainly entering that late game right now, and everybody's gearing up for 4th and 5th items about at this point.
Yeah.
Let's see what else Ezreal wants to get as a 6th item here, essentially.
He did a really disgusting item build yesterday. He added Bloodthirst on that.
Yeah.
It was disgusting.
What about like
GA?
Leandries?
Leandries? No.
LS isn't here, so you know somebody's got to sell it, right?
Okay.
Somebody's got to sell the item.
And yeah, it's Elder Drake. Nashor is live, but they don't even care anymore. Because they can easily one-shot Elder. And I think you can just end it with a one-team fight. They're slowly setting it up, and it looks like I feel more comfortable on the JDG side because they already got the mid-prior, but they just insta-cleared and used the lantern to reposition, and this looks really great. And they just need to have 5v5 position to have great Ornn ulti angle, and they're just pulling Drake for the fight. This is all set it up.
Yeah. Tian is looking for the angle. On the left side, he's going to wait. Will be spotted here. The hook comes down. It's just on LvMao. And when is this engage going to actually happen? You can see the leash now onto the Elder. LWX, by the way, is just casually pushing bottom lane.
Okay. It's because of the Cloud Drake soul, by the way.
Yep.
The movement speed is so fast, so he can just do whatever he wants and just run.
Yeah. Or just lantern over, you know, like there's never going to be a chance that he's not there. Ornn comes in, finds GP. It's a nice amount of damage already. They're looking for it. Look at the AoE from the Aphelios is insane. Well, LvMao is getting in there now. He's going to have to flash away as the skirmishing between these two teams, it just never ends. And nobody is going to pick up the Elder Drake just yet, although they put down some blue trinkets and they say, wow, we did a lot of AoE damage actually with our Aphelios.
No one can go home, by the way. Actually, Chris did, because he has Cloud Drake soul.
He's running.
He's running with the full HP. The Elder Drake dancing is here. And I think it's more fine for FPX.
Least again.
They're fine, they're fine.
They should be fine here.
Ornn ulti is coming back in 1 second, by the way. 1 second.
Cloud Drake soul, by the way. Cloud
it's
Drake
going,
soul.
it's going.
Here we go, you get the knock-up on a 2, and that should be good enough. Do they have the damage? Down goes CP, down goes Syndra. Everybody is falling like flies. As Kanavi, the only hope here, looking for the steal. He's not gonna go for it just yet. The Elder Drake will be secured here by FPX.
Holy moly. But yeah, because of the Cloud Soul, because of the Cloud Drakes, Khan got the ultimate so fast, and he did the same thing again. Just use the ultimate and just use your dash to airbomb 2 targets. Is this the first fight or second fight? Okay, the second fight.
Yeah. Khan, excellent work here.
Yeah. And also, Chris got the hook on Yagao as well. Like, everyone is just playing so perfect. This is why, like, LPL is so fun, you know? Like, all 5 members are trying their best. I mean, just they're all playing just so perfect. So it's 4.4 seconds. The shield is, wait, ISO like 700 or something.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Something like that. Is it that casual number? Look at that! It's 3K health bar.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Look at that.
What is this?
Look at LWX's health bar, it's insane. Alright, they're engaging once again with the Elder. This might just be lights out. There's the first one, kind of barrage. You know, JDG's comp has so much damage, but they just can't let it stick. They can't get it to stick against this super fed Karma and the ultra tanky Ornn. They're just gonna zone him out here. They're gonna take out both turrets at the same time. LvMao desperate for the engage. By the way, LWX does.
One more?
He does a little bit of damage. A little bit. As down will go the Nexus, FPX are now on match point with that win 2-1 in the series.
Yeah, FPX definitely. I mean, they got stumped in game 1. No one can describe the game more than that. But anyways, at game 2 and game 3, they're completely back from the early games, and also this game kind of hit it for the late game. And yeah, I mean, they did everything right, and I loved it so much. And yeah, I think what happened in the game 3 was kind of similar with game 1 and 2, but it kind of reached to the point that it's like you consider as late game, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, we already know the power of the Ornn and Aphelios, especially when they are in the same team, and it showed up perfectly with the item scales and the potential of the Aphelios with the weapon synergies, and like all the things that the FPX showed today is just like the reason why they consider as best team in the world, you know? Like so many different kind of play style, I would say, you know? I mean, they got LokeN lane, so maybe not the best in the world, you know?
Yeah,
but
this was a little bit of an oopsie.
Yeah, oopsie.
Yeah, but
they are humans.
They were able to then bait the enemy team into the jungle.
Man, this was so huge.
We're gonna see kind of a JDG low light compilation right now. Not necessarily FPX, you know, pulling off the amazing plays. But, you know, JDG could have absolutely gotten further ahead and maybe even closed the game out before LWX got, you know, 2 out of hand.
Yeah.
But they just made too many mistakes in the early game that led it to be even going into late.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely don't want to go to the late game against Ornn and Aphelios, you know? So if JDG had the early game leads, I think it would be way more easier for them. But yeah, I mean, they kind of did great job on the Baron dancing, I would say. They got the Baron too, and yeah, I mean, it seemed like LokeN and Yagao is finally popping off, but still Yagao made some huge mistakes on the positioning, and he lost the flashes sometimes before the important fights, and yeah, because of that they lost Cloud Drake and Cloud Drake souls, and yeah, finally at the end it synergized really well with Ornn, so he used ulti 2 times in a 1K clutch.
Yeah. It's a rare case that the Cloud Drake soul gets that much value, but it's Ornn. You know, he doesn't have the longest cooldown in the world on that thing. Just gotta wait with the extra CDR from the soul. And yeah, it's basically just closing it out from there, as eventually LwX's damage just got out of hand. There wasn't really much they could do about it, as you can see there. Over 30,000 in a 40-minute game. That was the longest so far. JDG were in a pretty good spot for a while, but they weren't really able to close it out on time. And once that Cloud Drake soul went over to FPX, and the game went towards the 40-minute mark, it was kind of just lights out from there. So props to FPX. They're actually, I think, doing a lot better than some of us would have imagined. JDG.
Yeah, it was like 7-3 to like prediction. You know?
Yeah, and I think that's you know, we saw what happened over in the LPL playoffs, and we're like, okay, well, maybe JDG's the new team on top, but FPX are looking to hold on to the reins.
And look at the did you see the goal difference at the end of the game?
No,
he was losing 5K.
Yeah.
into enemy top lane, and he still managed to win this game, which means he focused on support your team.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about the farming.
Doesn't matter. Played Ornn. Too good.
I mean, his ultimate was. I mean, I already said it in the game that him and LvMao was under pressure because they were only the engage that you have to engage when you're especially against playing Ezreal and then Syndra. And he did. He actually did. So he deserved to get some spotlight because he did the hard work and it worked out. And this is the reason why LwX could just really damage into the enemy front line.